Long ago, in a dry valley surrounded by golden hills, there lived a young shepherd named Arif. He was small, quiet, and often mocked by the older herdsmen for being too gentle to guard sheep. But Arif didn't mind. He loved his flock. He knew every one of his sheep by name, and they trusted him as if he were family. Every morning, he led them across the plains where wildflowers bloomed between rocks. He played his flute as they grazed, and the soft tune drifted across the valley like a peaceful prayer. Life was simple, but it was good. Yet peace in those hills never lasted long. For weeks, the villagers had whispered about a lion that had been roaming nearby, a huge golden beast with eyes that glowed in the dark. He had carried off sheep, frightened travelers, and left deep claw marks on the trees near the grazing fields. Every shepherd in the area was afraid. They would return home before sunset, leaving their flocks half-fed but safe. But Arif, he stayed a little longer. Not because he was foolish, but because he believed that fear should never rule a heart that means no harm. One evening, as the sun began to set behind the hills, painting the sky orange and red, Arif noticed that one of his youngest lambs, Mira, had wandered too far. She was standing near the edge of the forest, where shadows grew thick and long. "Not again, Mira," he sighed, grabbing his staff and hurrying toward her. But as he drew closer, the air changed, heavier, stiller, like the valley itself was holding its breath. And then he saw it. From behind the trees, the lion emerged. His mane shimmered in the dying light, and his deep golden eyes locked onto the trembling lamb. His muscles rippled with silent power as he crept forward, step by step. Arif's heart pounded. He could feel fear rising inside him like fire, but above it, something stronger stirred. Mira was bleeding helplessly, frozen in fear. He couldn't just watch. He lifted his staff and shouted, "Leave her alone!" The lion paused. It was almost as if the great beast was surprised to hear a human voice so close. Arif's hands were shaking, but he didn't back away. He stood tall, clutching his staff like it was his only friend. "She's mine," he said firmly. "You won't take her." The lion growled, a deep, rumbling sound that shook the air. Arif felt his legs weaken, but he took one step closer instead of backward. "Go," he said again, louder this time. "You have the whole forest. Leave my lamb." For a long, tense moment, the lion simply stared at him. His tail flicked, his golden eyes studying this small human who dared to stand between him and his prey. And then, to Arif's astonishment, the lion blinked slowly and stepped back. He turned, gave one last look, something almost respectful in his gaze, and disappeared into the forest shadows. Arif stood there, frozen, breathing hard. His knees felt weak, but he stayed upright. The lamb ran to his side, nuzzling his leg. When he returned to the village, the other shepherds gathered around him. "We heard the lion's roar," one said. "We thought you were done for." Arif smiled faintly. "So did I," he admitted. "But I couldn't leave her." From that day forward, no one mocked Arif again. The story spread far beyond the valley, of a shepherd who faced a lion not with strength, but with courage. Weeks later, while tending his flock, Arif once again saw the lion, this time at a distance. The beast stood on a ridge, watching quietly. But there was no fear between them now, only a strange, silent respect, as if both knew that bravery had built a bridge between man and beast that day. Arif never bragged about what happened. He didn't need to. The look in the lion's eyes had said it all, that courage, real courage, doesn't roar. It simply stands when everything else runs. Moral of the story: bravery wins respect. True courage isn't about fighting. It's about standing firm for what you care about, even when fear tries to pull you away.